A new study on housing affordability has found the Hamilton-Burlington area to be the third least affordable region in Canada and the 10th least affordable in North America. Hadi Azad was out in the community today speaking with people about this. Hadi, what are people saying?
Good evening, Matt. I spoke to several residents in the area who say they're not surprised and are worried for the future generation if prices keep going up.
My daughter went to going to McMaster University, and I went to go buy a house nearby there and that's when it hit me that near a university when they're looking for 800 and 900,000 for houses that I wouldn't pay $5 for.
A recent study by online realtor Zoocasa analyzed housing affordability in 28 U.S. cities and 12 Canadian cities. It estimates that the median home price in our area is just over $750,000, with a median household income of $81,000.
Over the last number of years, we've seen buyers drive until they qualify, meaning they are driving out of the mega market Toronto and past Oakville and Burlington and into Hamilton and now on to through the Niagara corridor, where affordability traditionally has been a little bit more attractive.
Residents in the area unable to keep up with the cost of living caused them to move out.
I lived in Hamilton for 20 years. I moved to Norwich 3 years ago.
Why is that?
Things are just too expensive here.
My first home I bought for $10,000 in a little town called Milverton.
Since then, Roland Glitz moved to Hamilton and cannot believe what the prices are today.
I've been here about 14 years now, and it never used to be that expensive at this area at all. So nowadays it looks like it's gone up to as high as Toronto.
Real estate broker Mike Heddle says lack of supply and huge demand is the biggest cause of the price hike in housing.
When you increase demand and you have a lack of supply, the byproduct is just rising interest rates.
He says younger people are starting to get creative.
Seeing many of our youths getting creative around home ownership, such as buying together or looking at adding a rental component to the property.
Residents in Burlington say they're worried for future generations.
If you're a first-time buyer, you're now priced out of this area.
Linda Koymans lived in Burlington for 30 years and recently moved to Waterdown. She says her grandchildren will not be able to afford housing if no one does anything about it.
The way I see it, we have two choices. We can either make home ownership not a goal anymore, or we can do something about this. And I don't see anybody doing anything about it.
The fact that Linda says she sees no one acting on the housing file should alarm the federal government, which has been making repeated housing announcements for weeks now.